go to a seminar and see the ambassador of Denmark, who's gonna give a talk, and we also gonna meet the girls from Bye Bye Plastic Bag, and we're really eager to talk with them. So my flip-flop has been stolen today, so I need to buy some more plastic. Another beautiful but crazy ride here in the streets of Bali. But we're here at the Zero Waste seminar, so we're gonna check it out.
That's okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Just sign off Can I get this?
Fisheries and seafood, and some of us already highlighted to that. Again, I think research is a very important component to make the case why we need to address this. So Makassar, there was a recent
responsible consumption and production, and I'll come back to that later on. Who's responsible for that? UNEP has estimated that 70% of all the energy and resources are used up by cities, by urban areas. And if you look around Bali...
Hi, hello, I'm Thomas. Yeah, hello.
My name is Piet van Zyl, and I'm the Group Director of Engineering and Sustainability for Alila Hotels, or Two Roads Hotels, of which Alila is a brand. And the amount of waste that we're producing at the moment is really, like I say, 150 grams per guest night. But for me, less bad is not good. Good is when we get to zero.
Hi girls, bye! So, today the first day from the World Ocean Summit.
So we need scaling up tools. Clearly these are all different ones.
The snowball effect is starting. You know, where we were a year ago compared with where we were last week in that immense preparatory meeting, you can feel the momentum. This is a great year for oceans. It's not going to be like this every year. It just happens that this year we've made the oceans the crown jewels of our culture. Question one.
Yeah.
My name is Peter Thompson, and I'm the President of the General Assembly of the United Nations. At the moment, the news is not good. We are going towards a precipice of unsustainability. You only need to look at the climate change indicators to see that we're still not doing the necessary. But the good news is that we've got the Paris Climate Agreement and we've got the Sustainable Development Goals. And if we start implementing those faithfully, then we can turn away from that unsustainable future. And that's what everybody's got to start doing, and that comes down to individuals making the right choices as consumers and as producers, so that sustainability is what rules this planet, so that our grandchildren have a future.
So we are just ended up our first conference. It was a closed conference, so we couldn't film. There were a lot of big investors, companies, entrepreneurs, authorities who talked about the problem, but also the solutions and their point of view. The main thing what came out of the whole conference was that there's not only one solution, but there are a lot of solutions together, what makes one solution. So, we are on the World Ocean Summit again, the final day.
We're 16 and 14 and balancing everything from school, homework, to activism.
So the Sustainable Oceans Alliance is now becoming a global organization that focuses on empowering the next generation. And our model is by creating different chapters all over the world within universities.
Increase, but yeah, I mean, I'd love to work together and see if we can bring some of our students to your traditions and do something together. I think that'd be great. Let me give you my. I saw you there in the back and I was like, hey, we can talk later. My name is Melati Wyson. I'm 16 years old, and this is... Hi, I'm Isabel Wyson, and I'm 14 years old. We're sisters and founders of Bye Bye Plastic Bags, which is a social initiative, or now an NGO, driven by youth to get the people on the island of Bali to say no to single-use plastic bags. And when you learn about all of this, the facts, and you look at the numbers, it can get so overwhelming, and so you kind of feel like there's nothing in the world that you can do. And so, like, holding on to that playful, childish, like, you know, hope is, it gets difficult, but at the same time, that's what we need to do. We have to hold on to that hope, because that's the only way that we can continue with what we're doing. So we have the commitment and support of the governor of Bali and the government to work towards a plastic bag-free Bali by 2018. So we're on the 1-year countdown right now, and every day we do something to make sure that our voices are being heard, not forgotten, and so the promises have to be kept. And saying no to plastic bags, that commitment that they make, is great. That's the first step. That's the warming up to the real big change that needs to happen. And from 4 years of activism and learning as much as we can, we believe that that the solutions are to sustainably process our waste is waste management, waste separation. And there are local NGOs and local ground-up initiatives, village-scale levels, that are already trying to do that. But then getting the support on a island-wide level would be the solution, to start centralizing everything and connecting the dots again, so that, you know, we're working together. So yeah, really hoping on, you know, as a customer, you won't be offered a plastic bag, you won't even be able to get it, because there are alternatives. The solutions and alternatives are here. You know, why are we still using plastic bags in 2017? It's sometimes you feel a little bit hopeless and that you can't change, but that's not true. Every little thing that you do has an impact, and I think one way that you can go about starting this change is finding that one thing that you're passionate about.
So my name is Boyan Slat. I'm the founder and CEO at the Ocean Cleanup. There's always a lot of debate between, like, people who say, oh, you should do this, and other people say, no, you shouldn't do that, you should do this, and then a third group says, no, you shouldn't do any of those, you should do this. And it's sort of a lot of people think it's sort of either or. I think you really need to do both. It's not just about cleanup or prevention. You need to do both. They complement each other. You know, the thing is, you know, this plastic doesn't go away by itself. and we found plastic going back to the 1970s. Yeah, it seems quite obvious that this plastic will stay there for a very long time. And the thing is, after a while it gets more harmful as well. It breaks down into these smaller pieces. So yeah, so really if we don't clean it up, all that 98%, all the big stuff that's now out there, will become those small dangerous microplastics as well if we don't clean it up. So in a way, cleanup is prevention too. If we clean up, we actually prevent all that big stuff from becoming the small and dangerous microplastics, which are end up in the food chain and are also harder to clean up. So we continue to have these rapid iterations, with the next one being the second prototype. And if that goes well, we should be ready to actually deploy the first full-scale system that should actually be able to collect plastic around the end of this year. I mean, when you think, for example, about climate change, the fact that just the side effect of our technology, the burning of fossil fuels, was able to change the climate of an entire planet. I think that's, in a way, quite an achievement. The problem versus solution is an arms race, and just about the side that's fastest that wins, I think. And I think the only way we can be the fastest is by actually embracing technologies and using those extenders of our human capabilities to actually make these quick fixes a reality.
The Ocean Summit is finished. We had a really great day. Met some really interesting people, the president of the UN, but also marketing director of National Geographic, and some really other great contacts, also investors, and they're really fond of the project we're doing by the Ocean Unite, and they are really interesting for collaboration, so it was really worth our while.